Hey, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing good, hope that you're doing great, and I hope that you're doing amazing. Okay, today we're going to be speaking about commitment. Before we get into it, I am Makanakah Motivation, an author and motivational speaker. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All the while, I've always defined a relationship as a form of romantic courtship between two individuals who are trying to assess their compatibility as spouses. That every relationship's end goal has to be marriage. And that's absolutely wrong. Why? Because we don't only have one type of relationships. Most heartbreaks are actually caused because we assume that the other person wants the exact same type of relationship as us without even asking them. It's either this or they pretend that they want the same type of relationship with us simply because they want to take advantage. Different types of relationships have different types of outcomes. There is the romantic relationship, there is the booty call, there's the friends with benefits, the situationship, and of course, the one-night stand. There is no problem with someone actually wanting the one-night stand, but there is a problem with pretending as if you want a committed relationship when you only want a one-night stand. As if you want to stay when you only want to come and go. The relationship itself should be defined from the word go. People that don't want to define the relationship are trying to use you. They don't want any expectations that come with defining the relationship. So they act however, whenever. Knowing that you don't have any power to ask them about their inconsistencies. Why? Because the relationship is undefined. A relationship should never have you ever thinking, what are we? Sometimes we're friends and sometimes we're more than friends. Well, sometimes you're everything and sometimes I'm just a stranger to you. One minute I'm talking to you as if I'm very special and the next I mean nothing. One day they are obsessed with you and then the next they ignore you. They are playing with your feelings simply because they are unsure about theirs. They don't want to lose you, but also they don't want to have you. The romantic courtship is when two people are dating and the end goal is marriage. This is the healthiest of all. If we are dating, we are all in. We are committed, we are exclusive, we are building a future. You are mine and I am yours. No booty fashioned against my relationship shall prosper. There is always going to be a butt that is fatter. There is always going to be a face that is cuter, and there is always going to be a waist that is slimmer. There is always going to be someone who is better than the one that you are dating than you. But you are the perfect one for me. I'm done with breaking hearts. If this relationship fails, then the one winning will put. Committed relationships are the healthiest, amana. No side chicks, no drama. Side chicks, no shy. Am I in a good relationship or not? Some of these things are obvious. If they valued you, they would have checked on you. If they missed you, they would have called. If they wanted to be with you, they would have come over. If they really needed you, they would have made you a priority. If they loved you, they would have made sure that you have no doubts about their love. And that is commitment. Without this knowledge, someone can actually be a side chick unknowingly, a booty call unknowingly, a friend with benefits unknowingly. A booty call is actually quite easy to see. You are nothing but a semen bin, a semen trash can. They only come and go. They hit and run. And if it's like this, then you're fucked. Figuratively and literally. Okay, let's stop with the jokes. I wouldn't condone this because when people are having sex, I believe that they create a form of bond. And that bond is not just physical, but it is also spiritual. And these bonds make people to end up with soul ties. On the other hand, your friend with benefits, which seems really plausible, at least when we compare it to the booty call, because in times of trouble, you know that this person is actually going to be there. When we get into friends with benefits, we always think that no strings are going to be attached. But in the end, someone is going to bring some strings. Look, you can't experience someone in their most sacred territories and not develop any feelings for them. And it is 100% natural. And simply because of that, you will get your heart broken because you came in thinking that you won't develop any feelings, yet you don't have control over your feelings. No one ever controls them, and that is exactly why we fall for people without even consciously deciding to fall for them. The heart has its own mind, and the mind has its own heart. Zvinodiwa nemoyo sandizvo zvinodiwa nepfungwa, zvinodiwa nepfungwa sandizvo zvinodiwa nemoyo. And that is exactly what makes love so difficult, because you can have a full list of what exactly you are expecting in your partner. You say, okay, I want someone who is smart, I want someone who is intelligent, I want someone who is going to care for me, I want someone who is not toxic, of course. And then you end up falling for someone who is toxic, doesn't take care of you, never calls you, someone who takes you for granted. Why? Because the heart has its own mind and the mind has its own heart. We then have to learn to console these two so they come together and make a proper decision on the person that we are going to love and the person that we are going to spend the rest of our lives with. Okay, anyway, thank you so very much for tuning in. This is our episode for this week. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, please leave a comment. Yeah, just leave a comment. Thank you so very much. This is Makanakah Motivation saying ciao, and first of all, keep on keeping on.